address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Visitors sideline, a look at the Raiders head coach. This guy's coming off a road victory in their opener a week ago, looking to make it 2 in a row before heading home. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their first win at home here in week 2. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike. Rico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Green Bay. From the 6, here comes a return. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
The first down pass to number 17. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And he'll get this up to the 44. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Third down and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
For the Raiders.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback. And we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
That one caught as Matthew Golden was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now, a man who won a rushing title wearing silver and black is Josh Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
Check right.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Love. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
That one caught. He finds Golden. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Down. Ready?
Throwing is Love. Pass pop. It's Golden. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
On the double.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time?
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to let this one go deep. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It is a big-time play for the Packers. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Check pitch.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Here's Jacobs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Raiders have come up with it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive at this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
From the 23, here's second down and 4. Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Quick throw. Here's Besh on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming. After the catch, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Now the Raiders are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Blown check.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Hut. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Here's Love. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. A gain of 48.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On the handoff, this is Genji. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 5.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw. Moving to his left. A dive, but he let him too much. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Disley on the right. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now movement up front. It's a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? Cam Little for this field goal attempt.
A 32-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get This past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Packers
line.
offense getting set to get back to work. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener, and you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he looks up and he's... him down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. He'll hit Tucker on the slant. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. That one taken in. Jack back. Touchdown, Raiders. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are out to a 10-0 lead.
Packers nothing. Down middle of the kickoff.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10.
Make red.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line.
45. Ready.
He'll step up and run this.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Swing. Yellow.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection.
He works free. Great side. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
The extra point is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 10-7.
Packers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, man, this season takes on a very different tone.
Oh, there's no question. Mike, am I crazy? Though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they can somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor. And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but He just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He's got room in the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Check.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Smith,
line.
red.
A good play action with Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player,
ready?
we'll take a timeout.
Ready. Black 40. Hut, hut.
In motion, it's Golden. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Genty. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. He'll drop to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Run out of the gun for Genty. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Vegas.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. 2nd and 7. In the middle, he's got Tucker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal, Raiders.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. This one complete right side. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the LA Rams. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's got it, he's got room, he's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Steelers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Darnell Mooney. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Falcons get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Points. All that separates these two sides has half number 2. Kicks off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. As this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Opposite. 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Check, cut, go. Ready.
On play action, Love completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
First
Here we
and
go.
10
Here
at
we
the
go.
38-yard line.
Red. 38. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
So, from 37, here's second and 4. That's left side to Tucker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
18 Cardinals.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he's into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Here we go. Yellow. Ready?
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Ready? Break. Set. Ready. 10 black.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. You put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Whoa. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards.
That's
Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On the bootleg, it's they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case,
I don't know if that was a fumble. I think he was down.
6 points.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Raiders up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
That's caught by Golden, right side. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On the coverage.
Take this in, back at the 16. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and a yard. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He'll try to pick it up with Genty. To the 20. And he will score. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Packers 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Black swap.
The throw play action with Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the...
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Smith red.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
The Raiders offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show. They have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball.
60 vices, 60 vices, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go, sack!
He'll look to throw. He finds Austin with the ground. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it on the inside handoff. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd, they need 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Set, ready.
Back to the air, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. Knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Here we go. 10 black. Set.
They'll go for it. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. They run out of the gun with Genty. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, rocked out. And 3rd down coming up. Now Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Middle. He's got Tucker. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and inches. They'll run with Genty. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. They'll run with Laube. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10.
They'll give it again to Laube. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Number 1 rule of throwing the ball out to the boundary, Mike, you can't be late with the ball, because when you do, that's exactly what happens. Corner does a great job breaking in front, catches it in stride, and he could have just walked into the end zone. There was nobody in front of him.
Little on now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Love firing to Golden. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Miss red.
They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Check pitch.
On play action, Love. That one on target to Watson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Here's Love. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set.
Here's Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. Yeah! They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is second and 6.
Now second and 6. At the Raiders.
Back to throw is Love. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
On the double.
3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Love. That's caught at Savion Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Raiders. And it's the Raiders' defense that comes up with the big play here. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Raiders are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Kayshon Boutte. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Seahawks wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Ladd McConkey. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chargers come away with a 17-10 victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Raiders. And it's the Raiders defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the fumble, ball's loose, and then the presence of mind to scoop it up, and he wants to score. He will. Touchdown. The Raiders get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Kayshon Boutte. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Seahawks get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. And here is Ladd McConkey. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. The Chargers send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Come on, Sean, let's play.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitor sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Iketina, Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizz, I wouldn't want to be
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.